house with you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I wanted to see you again.
Welcome.
Can you?
Before I see your bra, to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons. Yes, we are here for another fun-filled week filled with information, inappropriate jokes, offbeat humor, and 5 sexy bitches that's going to give it to you raw. Now, I'm going to stop calling you guys bitches. 5 sexy ladies that are going to give it to you straight up because we don't know any other way, right?
That's right.
That's right. It's the Claudia Jordan Show. Who's in the house?
Tina Davina is here.
Who's in the house?
Flora's here, y'all.
Who's in the house?
Your girl Portia's in the house.
Who's in the house?
Shelly Rio.
All right. And I'm your host, Claudia Jordan. Second week of Celebrity Apprentice aired last night. What'd you guys think?
It was hilarious.
Wow. Hilarious.
Shout out to Tom Green.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Tom Green. You and your one testicle. Go, boy.
Claudia, if I was you, I would have, I don't know, Melissa?
I
That
know.
couldn't have been me.
But they did cut a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the way, okay, the black girl, they always expect you to go crazy and go nuts on people. And I said when I first got on the show, I'm not going to be Omarosa. I'm not going to hit below the belt unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, some might argue that she deserved it, but I felt like by taking the higher road, I looked way classier last night, and she looked like an idiot. I feel like it made her look like, what are you talking about? You came up with the idea. It's clear that you didn't.
Yeah.
It made her look more crazy by me not saying anything, and I kind of got to just sit back and let them kind of hash it out. And
But the camera shot was right on you. You looked at her and was like, I know this.
And the look
That
of
this is her
like
idea.
the shock was on her face like this.
Claudia was like,
Okay.
I was like,
You did, though. It was good, though.
it was good.
Good editing. Good editing.
They edited the hell out of that show.
Yeah,
I will say.
You would not have left. Even if you are sick,
No.
I know you would have thugged it out.
No, after the commercial break, you would have seen this
Yeah.
like this. What happened?
And if anyone missed it, they can catch it on MSNBC. Is that correct?
Yes, whatever episodes on Sundays, repeats on Saturday on MSNBC, like you said. And there's also, you can watch it on Hulu.com, which is an affiliate of NBC, so you can watch all the NBC shows. So please check it out. Support your girl. We're going into week 3. And next week we have to sell wedding dresses. So Tom
that's
Green,
right up your alley.
We might try to get Tom Green on the show next week. So I don't want to commit him to it, but he's project manager next week, and I'd love to get him on and
That'd be great.
talk about weddings and stuff. So
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But our topic tonight is when I talk about baby madness. When is enough? Well, let me say that again. Baby madness. When is enough enough? You know, give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We're on Sirius 106 and XM 149. You know, you can't, unless you've been under a rock, you've got to know about this Octomom and the 8 kids she just had, but she had 6 already. And she's not the only one. I mean, we make a lot of jokes about Speedy, who has 8 kids. Genuine, 8 kids.
Yes.
Sean Kemp, I think, 7 kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys out there that have a lot of babies. And, you know, when is enough enough? Some countries like China, they impose laws where you can only have a certain amount of kids. And having girl babies is just out of the question.
Yeah. Right.
So I want to know your thoughts on this. I mean, I know this is like, you know, and we're going to talk about also abortions and the choice whether to abort or not to abort. And some of these people, I mean, I don't know. I think some of these people may want to consider making a little trip to the Van Nuys Planned Parenthood on corner of Van Nuys.
Oh, you know the cross street.
And Oxnard.
Okay.
Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. Baby madness. When is enough enough? Question, when is enough enough when it comes to having kids? I just want to put a little warning out, a little heads up, you guys. I had an accident this weekend, and I had a concussion, and I broke my finger. So I'm not my usual quick self. I may stutter more than normal today. I'm definitely out of it. I have a lump on my head, and I have a real concussion. Like,
And how did you get
we'll get
this?
into that later.
Right.
You need
What
a video
happened
camera
was-
on your daily life.
I'll explain that later on.
And you need an aid.
But
Right. She's like a TA. That's a sign. Or
signs of concussion. I was lightheaded. I was hot. I had hot
Yes.
flashes, colds, and I was dizzy. I was disoriented, and I was having mood
Right.
swings.
And the most important, loss of memory.
And I have a lump on my head.
Right. But she already says she has a bad memory, so this is not a good look for her.
No.
No.
Okay, so let's get into it. Our topic tonight. Tina, you know what? Let's kick it off with your poem, and that'll get us on track. And I'm going to go and eat my chicken while you are. All right.
It's called A Teenage Love. My heart beats faster, my hunger grows, longing to see you pitter-patter. I'm starting to show signs of a teenage love. I ask myself, am I really ready for this? Should have known when to say when, though still convinced I could handle this, carrying a baby on my hip as if it were hip, following the trend, filling the void, blending in the pack, creating my own family to love me back. If only it could be as simple as that. Replace the lack of parenting and raise a friend. Someone to love me to the very end. Play pretend grown-up world. Forget that I am a teenage girl and this baby isn't a little doll standing behind my imaginary wall until the bills start to pile and the tears start to fall. And I realize I was never ready at all. Struggling to stand tall because all in all, it is me he or she will look up to. Damn. Wow. You got a little jizzle on the side of your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
got a little bit of gravy.
Sorry, I was eating some corn Shout out to KFC. Good poem, Tina.
Thank you.
A teenage love. Yeah, that's got to be a disturbing thing to be a teenager and find yourself pregnant. You know what I mean? And what are you going to do?
It's such a growing epidemic right now. There's been a couple of shows that I've seen that are talking about that. Tyra had something on her show about it, and it's just in the papers right now where it's suddenly cool to become pregnant at this really young age. Honestly, I'm hoping with Obama in the office that our morals will change and priorities will change, because I got a little girl and I don't want her to see it grow up like that.
Now, Flora, you grew up and you always reference that you helped raise some kids growing up. So what do you think about this? About the kids that you raised, were they the kids of young parents or were they older?
Yes, absolutely. My brothers and sisters had their kids before they were even 21. My sister had hers at 18. My mother had me at 15. I mean, my mother had me at 40, but her first kid at 15. So, at 15, 16,
Damn, your
17,
mom was getting a period for 25 years?
I mean, my mom was just spitting out kids.
More than that.
When I was going to my prom, my mom was like, when I was your age, I had 2 kids. I was like, really? I'm going to prom. It's crazy.
Portia.
Yes.
I don't think I can't believe I'm asking you about sex, but what do you think's a good age to start having babies?
Ooh, a good age to start having babies? Gosh, when you're ready. I think, like me personally, I have a lot of friends, at least 8 last year, that actually had kids, and it's surreal to me because I can't really
understand.
older
friends, so friends
No,
your
I'm
age,
talking
or-
about friends that are my age, and I either went to junior high school or high school with. The girl actually that I went to junior high school with, she was 12, and she disappeared. Nobody knew what happened. She came back, and she had a daughter, and her and the guy actually are still together this day. They're married, and they're thankfully doing good, but I definitely feel that you have to wait till you're ready. I personally want to be married. I don't want to be anybody's baby mama, because I don't think that,
Shout out to Shelly Rio right next to you. Jesus
Hey.
Christ.
She's married.
Yes,
married,
I'm
though.
I know, but
She's got a great husband that helps her, and hopefully they have
Thanks,
a little
Claudia.
baby.
Had to point that out, though.
But but she's of age and she's older than I am. I mean, I'm the youngest one here, so I wouldn't want a child right now.
Well, she had her first kid at 19, right, Shelly
Yeah,
Rio?
I
Let's
was
talk
18.
about. Let's get into that. So, how'd you feel? We joke about it a lot, but we had a trip to Phoenix, and on our trip, you talked about you got pregnant at 19, right? Or you had a baby at 19.
I got pregnant when I was 18. I had him when I was 19.
Now, is the baby's middle name Alize? Because you did tell me you were
Shut up.
His middle name is Gary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gary Bud Light Rio.
All right.
Don't make fun of my baby.
I'm not just you. No. No, but you okay? So we talked about this a little bit, and we're gonna try to have a semi-serious show tonight, but real issues. So we talked about this before, and you said there was a time you considered not having a child.
Yeah.
And then?
I actually found out on my birthday that I was pregnant. Yeah. And me and the guy were not together, and it was really upsetting for me. And
You guys had broken up.
we were broken up. I had just moved out of the group home, so I had no support, no family, no nothing. Like, literally nothing. And I'm just like, how am I going to raise a child? There's no way I can do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have an abortion. I went on the Yellow Pages and found this company that said, are you pregnant? Don't know what to do. So, of course, I called. And they sent me all this stuff, and they were anti-abortion.
Oh, you called the wrong
one.
one.
They sent me a tape, they sent me a poem, they sent me pictures, like everything under the sun you can imagine. And I was like hysterical in tears, like, oh my god, I have to have my baby. There's no way that I can do
It
this.
scared you into having a baby.
It really scared me. And so I had my baby, and I'm so happy I did because I love him to death. And thankfully, his dad's,
His dad.
yeah, his dad is here and is aware. But I mean, I did go through a lot of different things, but I'm happy that I kept him. And
Was there ever a time where well, I guess you can't really say that because you already like him now.
Exactly.
You know what though? Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're attached. Like, if it's just a fetus, you're gonna be like, whatever. But you're attached. Like, you actually know
no,
him
like
now, so-
no, literally.
I'm saying.
Wait, no. When I am I going the wrong direction?
Do not
no,
try and clean this up. Do not even attempt.
No, because if it's just a fetus, it's a massive cell.
No, but do you see
his
the-
name is Gary, so it's different. I looked in his eyes today.
No, do you see the things that this company sent me? Like you would like it went from like it being a speck on the wall
Right,
to like
to
like
seeing
it
a
really
little-
like I don't know.
They
Like,
showed it
your
smiling.
Poem,
Right.
If you would have read this poem, you just I don't know. I was like hysterical in tears, and I was like nobody could have talked me into getting it. I was just like I can't do it.
Wow, and you were ready. You were set on having an abortion.
I really was.
Wow.
because I was gonna model, I was gonna travel the world, I was gonna move to Miami, and
Can't
all
do it
that
with the
just
kids. And for
stopped.
you're someone that chose life, I guess, and you've still been able to have a full life. You still do a lot of things, like you get down.
No, yeah, I do.
You have fun. I mean, you have fun.
I'm a fun girl.
You go to events and you know, Miami, you kick it, do it up, Fiesta.
I mean, yeah, but when I first had him, it wasn't like that, you know. So when I see these people that are having all these children, I'm like, you don't have the money to do it. I don't understand it, because I'm like, why would you put yourself in that situation and struggling, going on welfare, and doing all these things when you could have prevented this whole thing from happening?
Right.
You know,
So a lot of people, the word abortion, it just sounds so harsh, and it's like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's just like,
We should just give it a new name. Let's just give it a new name.
how about, I don't know, what could be a
well,
good
some
name?
people think it's a form of birth control.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
exactly.
that really isn't.
That's the new name. Birth
Yeah.
control.
What's wrong with that?
That's what it is.
That's what it's there for.
That's the new name, though. You should call
I'm
it birth
saying,
control.
okay, let's get into this, okay? And if we disagree, we disagree. This is what we're supposed to be doing here. We're supposed to discuss things. Abortion, okay, morally, it's horrible to just use it as birth control. But say you got pregnant by someone that you're having a relationship with, you know, and you're using protection and it doesn't work, it fails. And you're in no position to have a kid. Financially, you're just not there. What do you think about that morally as far as, like, you know, having an abortion, Tina?
You know, I'm not against it. I'm not against abortion. If I'm not ready, I'm not going to do it. I've definitely planned my daughter and wanted her, but the minute it was like definitely there was a time when I was just scared to death. But you know, I made it happen. But
So some people think once they've gone through a pregnancy and they have a kid, like, it's really hard for them to, like, think of having an abortion. But you're thinking, like, you know, if you're not ready, you're not ready. It says,
yeah, I totally feel that. I mean, I was pregnant when I was young, and I didn't have that child, and I'm thankful. And it's funny because I was sitting in the clinic and I'm all happy-go-lucky. These women are all crying and shit. And I'm like, girl, you gonna be all right. We gonna live, you know. But
yeah, because I was
and
thinking
just-
after party after we're done. I mean, as soon as this anesthesia wears off, we can go get it cracking.
Like, they were
How long can I
drunk.
not drink? What, 3
I was
days?
just sitting in
No,
there.
I'm just saying, hypothetically.
But yeah, I totally think if you're not ready, you're not ready. And especially if you're young, if you're like 18, 19, you don't necessarily have family support, or you're not financially stable, you don't have that man with you. It's, you know, it's a tough and very scary road to raise a whole other person.
Flora, what do you think's worse? Having a child when you're in no position to have one and bringing this child into extreme poverty, no father, horrible situations, or morally, you know, going against your morals and having an abortion?
See, I think of it more in a mechanical way. Abortion to me is just, to me, birth control. It is a form of birth control.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what it is.
I'm kind of with you, too. I mean,
birth
it's the
control
worst.
prevents you from having a child.
It's the worst form.
But it's controlling-
called birth control. It's controlling birth. We
No,
are
it
the
is.
only. We are the only human beings on the face of the earth that can control our offspring.
Oh,
We use birth control.
You can
Yeah,
control
I
it.
don't think it's the same.
That's how I have to look at it. I look at it more in a science way than everything. But, I mean, you know, I'm going to have an abortion if it's going to threaten my life.
But
That-
what if...
No, I mean, yeah, that's different.
Well, no, but I mean, in cases of incest, rape, all of that,
Well, yeah,
it's still an
that-
abortion. No matter how you look at it, it's an abortion. Whether good or bad, bottom line, abortion.
There are 3 countries you cannot have an abortion to save your life.
And we don't live there.
El Salvador, the Vatican City, and Chile.
Remind me not to visit those places on spring break.
Exactly.
I'm just... No, but, I mean, hey, if you guys disagree, jump in here. We don't have to all be on the same
right.
page.
I go the other way. I actually would keep it. I can't really imagine
At your
it's a
young age, with
situation.
your whole career and life ahead of
Yes.
you, if you got pregnant
Yes.
by some...
Right now,
if you went in
I
a
feel
hot
like-
tub and got pregnant because some sperm was left over because you're not having sex, you are telling me right now...
Okay, wait. Some random sperm from where?
Whatever.
Oh God.
Okay, okay.
Right.
I'm playing
And you're about to go on world tour where your body has to be perfect.
Yeah.
I
What would you do?
I would
You
go
keep
through.
it?
Honestly,
You would
think I
have
would.
babies on the
Morally,
tour.
I just feel different. I just think that it's kind of like, maybe it's based on my situation because, like I said, you know, if Shelly, you know, she was in the group home, I wasn't. I had a house, I had a family, I have a brother, I have nieces.
Rubbing it in. Wait,
I'm
rub
not.
it in.
I'm not
Pour the
rubbing
coke.
it in. We're
No, she's
talking.
not
We're
rubbing it in. She's like,
talking.
I know my
no,
mom.
I'm not.
I know
I'm
my
not
mother.
rubbing it in at all. If you want us to talk and be real, we keeping it real. I'm just saying, in my situation, whatever I had, I think I would go through it just based on the fact of I don't think I could be that selfish to say, oh my God, but my career, and oh my God, if you can look at chicks like Britney Spears and Britney Spears' little sister and kids that still have careers afterwards, even Solange, you know what I'm saying?
She's the
Even
main
though-
reason why teenagers getting pregnant right now, though.
Right,
True, but they were already
she's a good
established
influence.
before they got
were
pregnant.
already established, but I'm saying, like, I still don't think that I would be that selfish and say, oh, I can't do this. I've got too much to live for, because just my luck. Like I said, I for some reason, twins are in the family. I want twin boys, and I think it would be some sort of karma. Well, let's say I aborted that baby, and years down the line, I can't get pregnant. And I'm sitting here struggling because it's not happening. And I'm thinking, wow, 10 years ago, I could have had a child when I was really in need of a child, and I don't now. So I just kind of believe in a karma type of deal. So I figure,
Okay, more of a karma thing, but I wouldn't say so much morality because
No, it is morality,
Well, where was
because
your
I still
morality
think
when you
moral.
got pregnant?
I never
Well,
been
you
pregnant.
said that if you was in a hospital, miraculously
But,
happened.
but you heard what she said, though, right? We're talking about, she said it was an accident. Let's say the birth control was together. Let's say there was a condom. Let's say there was everything that was done.
Are you
and
married
it
to this
accidentally
person?
happened. Let's say no, hypothetically.
Where's your morality
Let's say
again?
no. What do you mean morality? I had a
That's
condom
what
and
I
birth
mean.
control. Where's the what do you mean? Where's the
Supposedly
morality?
when you have the kid, you're married, you're
No,
because
but I'm
that's
saying,
the right
but,
thing to
but,
do.
but you heard what we're
But
saying,
you're
right?
thinking
The
morality,
context that
morality.
we're
Well, I'm
talking.
going to keep it morality's sake. Nah.
No, the context that we're talking
So you're
about.
saying she's wrong if she has premarital sex?
right, because everybody's
Yeah,
guilty.
how are you going to throw morality in there if you're having premarital sex?
So that means the whole world ain't got morals, because majority of people are
Everybody's
in
pretty
sin.
much. Everyone's a sinner in the world, so
But
it
I
doesn't
think
really
you're
matter.
looking too hypothetical
Okay.
based on what we were talking about,
I
right?
like that. My girls are fighting.
No.
Yeah, we ain't done with this. Take the call.
Oh, well, we have Lamont on the phone, so I guess we're going to take him
okay.
after the break, or should we go to him now? Right now?
Take him.
Lamont, I know you've caused a few abortions, so what is your take on this topic? I'd love to hear from you.
No, all we care about is that we did.
Lamont, turn your radio down.
When we went and met with the executive,
Cut him
the
off.
thing I was concerned about was
Lamont,
sitting
call
at
us
the
back,
same
Lamont.
time.
We can't hear you. Okay, we are in a heated discussion here on the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons.
There might be cats tonight.
Right.
And you know what?
Fighting it out.
We are talking about baby madness. When is enough enough? And the choice to abort or not to abort. What is your position? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We're chopping it up. We're keeping it real. We're not agreeing.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though. Join us. We'll be back after the break. Oh, yes. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons. That baby don't look like me. See, I love this song, and this is all the more reason why we need to have abortions, because if my baby don't look like me, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I got mine.
Okay, we are talking about baby madness. When is enough? Enough, damn it. Bitches out there that are broke, stop having all these babies. Okay?
Right.
We need to talk about a limit. Let's get into this right away. Should our government be involved? Like China. 2 kids, right?
No, one.
One.
Oh, it's one
You can
now.
have
That's
2
wrong.
kids if
If
you
one of them
and
is-
your spot if you
to
and your
pay.
spouse. No, if like you have no brothers and sisters and your husband has no brothers and sisters, then you can have 2 kids.
Oh,
That
wow.
way somebody
That
has
way,
a sibling.
right.
That's retarded.
You gotta
Other
have
than
at
that,
least
1 kid.
2. I mean, case
1
like
kid.
1 year kid. I mean,
I
let's
don't
say
think they should
past-
be able to tell you how
yeah.
many kids you can have.
They really should. Okay, but China,
The population.
they have 2 billion people.
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
So their country can barely
No room.
sustain all these people, and that's why they're eating cats and dogs and crickets
Right.
and,
No room.
and moths and all that kind of crazy
That's
mess.
right.
I mean, that may sound ignorant, but I'm just saying, like
Right.
Japan, and what's the thing in Japan?
Japan are encouraged.
Japan wants people to go and multiply.
That's right.
Yes.
They want to take over the world. Well, then we can have more Hondas and Mitsubishis and all that kind of good stuff. I'm just saying.
Yes, they
they're-
get 12-hour work weeks, and they are encouraged to leave work early 2 days a week to go home and fuck.
Must go to orbit.com. Book flight to Tokyo.
That'd be a cute little mix. Get a little Japanese guy.
Must get with Asiatic.
You gotta get a tall one though.
Asiatic
I heard they're
love.
little weeders.
Order Harajuku costume.
Shelly Rio call it a weeder. They got little weeders.
Okay, we have a caller holding on the line. Lorenzo from Houston. Welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons that are not having abortions. You have a sound for that?
Hey, how y'all doing, ladies and pigeons?
No.
First of all, I don't see how Speedy does it. I mean, I don't even ejaculate in my wife or finish my wife because I don't want no more kids. So
job.
he got all these different babies. I don't know how you do it, you know. But that's
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. I was gonna say something, but wait a minute. So your wife, y'all married, and you don't bust off in the wife?
Good job.
Oh
He's
no. We agree. I mean, she finished me up with her hand and stuff because we don't after she get hers, then she take care of me. Because we just don't want no more kids. I'm telling you, they're expensive. Daycare is like $100 a week per child, and I mean, I do okay, but I just don't make that much money. You know, I don't want to get to the point where I'm just struggling, you know, to take care of kids and you know, and pay child care and stuff like that. But if I get phones entertainment stuff, probably wouldn't matter. You know, if they had a basketball salary or a comedian salary, but you know, I probably wouldn't mind.
Here's a question for you. Have you ever considered a vasectomy?
Oh, no, because...
Why doesn't she take birth control?
Because what I think I'm going to try to do is singing that to my wife to get menopause, and then I'll be home 3 days. You know, but I don't want to
You may not be.
How many kids do you have?
Hey, but what I wanted to say was, I was one of the people who was originally against abortion, but my daughter got pregnant at the age of 18, a senior year of high school. Mm-hmm. And then she messed around, she let the same little knucklehead boy get her pregnant again. Tell me. So my wife...
Okay. Gotta call back.
Call us back. Lorenzo, you broke up, so call us back.
I wonder if he has a young wife. He sounds a little older, but maybe if his young wife, I mean, she's got to be a little
I don't
younger.
understand why she doesn't use birth control, though.
No, me and my husband, I use birth control and we use a condom. I'm not trying to get
busting
pregnant.
off in the hand, that doesn't sound sexy at all.
I mean, I know a girl that got pregnant while taking birth control.
I got pregnant while taking birth
Wait a
control.
minute. Is that
That's
pulling
why-
out? Does this make your husband not feel sexy, desirable? You like, I need a condom, I need some spermicide.
He is
I
not
need some
trying to
birth
have
control.
no kids either, because my two are way more than enough.
But isn't that one of the perks of being married, to feel that raw, just passionate, warm, raw dog, drunken sex? I mean,
funny.
just
Yeah,
make
it's
it
great.
I mean, once in a while we might not use a condom, but I'm like, I got pregnant off birth control, so
Do it, girl.
And he pulled out.
Ladies, okay.
And he pulled out, so I'm like,
Okay,
Yeah.
it's very simple, ladies. Bottom line, it's called the ovulation method. I know my body like clockwork.
The
I
rhythm
know
method.
when I'm ovulating.
Portia, you're not
Out of
fucking.
a whole month,
You're not somebody
it
who's
don't
speaking on
matter.
this.
Even if I was,
You're
I
not
wouldn't
fucking.
get pregnant. I'm just saying, you don't even have to use all that. Honestly, realistically, if you knew when you were ovulating,
It's only like
a
a
few
few
days
days.
out of the month.
Right here,
and
my
after
girl.
that, you can get it popping with your husband, your boyfriend.
Hey,
you
God,
ain't
for me,
got to.
I don't
and I'm
believe
older
that.
than you.
That's
It
all I'm
does
saying.
work because I've never been pregnant, and I use her method.
And she said she's never
I
had an
don't know
abortion,
about
and it
that.
has worked
Thank
for her
you.
years.
Thank you.
Guarantee, ladies, study your body, and you
There
will
you
know
go.
your clock. You
I
won't
like
get
you,
pregnant.
girl. You
coming
are
from
so
a
I don't
girl.
believe one at a time, bitches.
You ain't had sex in 3 years,
It
Portia.
don't matter though.
You can't even talk about this.
It has no.
Prove
It does not even
How about
matter
prove
when
it?
I was doing it.
Go
It-
fuck
I
and
never
prove
got
it.
pregnant.
Try your little thing out and show
right
us.
here.
Right. You.
So, you've never been pregnant for?
She said that
Never.
before. She said she never.
Never.
But then again,
Neither have
Go
I.
ahead, call my doctor.
I don't want to call you doctor. I'm going to ask you, damn it.
And I'm telling you,
No
never
pregnancy
been.
scares?
Not even.
You know your
Not
body.
even. Well, I had a pregnancy scare once. Once, yes, I did.
Have
but
you've never
stressed.
had unprotected sex?
Never. Even
Never?
when I was engaged to my first fiance.
Never?
We broke up because I still wanted him to
So
use
you've
condoms
never-
after we were married.
You never...
Listen, hoes. Stop telling her that it's.
Wait a minute. So you've
Not
never
good.
felt a warm, thrusting penis inside of you?
Absolutely, I have.
No, but you felt the latex separating you guys.
I don't feel the difference. What's the difference?
Because you don't know the
You
difference.
never had it.
You don't know
You
the
never
difference.
had it.
You
You
know what?
No, there is a difference. I can say that.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't miss
Okay,
it.
let's ask Logan, a female named Logan from Houston. Do you know the difference between raw dog and protected sex? Protected sex. Do you feel a
Hell
difference?
yeah.
Thank you. Speak on it, Logan.
Well, my issue is this. This time last year, I got pregnant, and I freaked out. The guy was inconsistent. Beautiful. The baby would have been beautiful, but he was so inconsistent that I was like, fuck this. My life is just starting, and I can't go through with this. So I had an abortion, but that was my second one, and now it's like a whole year later, and I deal with it all the time because I was unsettled with the decision. Like, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. So I went ahead and, what's fucked up about it is we really didn't even have, like, full-on sex. He was just a stupid nigga who didn't know how to pull out, or I guess he was pre-ejaculatory or whatever, and I don't know. Whatever happened was, the fact that I got pregnant and didn't want to deal with it, and then made a rash decision, had an abortion, and because I wasn't quite sure, I, regret it. And so
All of this
women out
because
there
you
that
wanted
are
to
still
feel the
not
rawness.
sure, just really make sure it's what you want to do because you can't take it back.
Yeah.
So you're really still affected by it to this day.
It's been a year, I'm dealing with it. I cut everybody off or cut him off, didn't talk to him, just kind of fell off the face of the earth, changed my number, and he knew and he wanted to keep it, but he never did like straight up tell me, hey, don't worry about it. And I'm 27, I could have taken care of it. He, has a great job, but I was just being selfish. So it's kind of like, just know what you're doing, be responsible about it. That's all.
Thanks for
There
the
you
call.
go.
All right.
Yeah.
Tina.
Yeah.
Are they being oversensitive? I mean, you can
No.
shake that off after a little while, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying, you be all right. It's just an abortion.
Right, exactly.
No, I would think about it.
No,
With
I
some
think-
people, it still resonates with them. It still hurts.
I'm still tripping off the fact you've never felt raw dick. That's weird.
Can we switch the homegirl just told you her situation, feeling raw dick. Now she's fucked up because she thought about her abortion.
You're a little
All
uptight.
just because she wanted to feel rawness.
Question.
Fuck that.
You're a little uptight.
My mind is free and I sleep well at night.
When you give head, do you use a condom too?
No.
Oh, so you'll feel it raw in your mouth, but not.
Right, but if you ejaculate in my mouth, nigga, I ain't gonna get pregnant.
But you can get a sore throat.
But still, not pregnant. No abortion issues. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Listen, I feel you. I just
right.
girl feels bad now. You just got to think about this. If you want to change in life, you have to change your habits, right? So let's say right now, let's say you're not doing too well, but in a year you're going to be doing good. In a year, she's already doing better. To where she said, "Man, I could have had a child right now and could have been fine." So I agree, ladies.
Or
make
her
sure-
child could have been a serial killer.
Well,
Could be.
You never know.
Another reason not to have a kid.
but you want to be positive.
We got C Money in Detroit. C Money, I know you felt raw sex. C Money, welcome to the show. C Money.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
Okay, I just called to say this, that me personally, I'm not against abortions, you know what I'm saying? But I had a girl one time in college who had an abortion. You know, I feel kind of bad about it to this day. But I recently found out that the woman who created Planned Parenthood and all that shit about abortions she was affiliated with the Ku Klux Klan, and it was to control the population of African Americans in America.
I have heard that before. Thank you so
Right.
much for your call. Anybody want to speak on that? Shelley?
Who isn't affiliated with the KKK? I mean, come on.
No, but these people were calling in, like, saying, if I donate my money, will this go to a black child or a Latino child? Which is pretty racist because they don't want any more black or Latin or ethnical children in the world.
Ethnical.
Shelley,
Not a
wait,
good
wait,
word.
wait,
Not a good
wait,
word.
wait a minute. Shelley, we go.
Non-white.
Wait, no.
Non-white.
Spell just spell it. Spell it for us.
Ethnical.
Stop it.
No, I need to spell it. Come on. This
It's
is going to be a...
ETHNICAL.
KBS.
This has been a Shelley Real moment.
There's
Well,
a K in that,
I
Shelley.
was
Put the
basically
K.
trying to say they wanted
Okay, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen listening, we are talking about baby madness. When is enough enough? The choice to abort or not to abort. All things related to all this craziness. Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. And you will win a date with Portia Coleman in her untouched vagina. Wait, her untouched vagina. If you can call in and give us the correct spelling of ethnical. We'll be back after the break. Wait a minute now. Who put this song on the list?
Not me. You know it.
She picked it.
It's Portia.
said-
No, I didn't.
What song
pick
is
this.
this?
Thanks for my child.
We're about to cry, y'all.
I want to make another song up. Thanks for my abortion. It made me successful in Hollywood.
You're going to hell.
Yeah,
Straight to hell.
You're so
Thanks
going to
for
hell.
my abortion. Straight to hell.
that's just wrong.
All aboard.
Thanks for
All
the
aboard on the bus to
abortion
hell.
money
You gave me and I wasn't really pregnant.
Oh, that's real bad.
Whoa.
Yeah, fellas, watch that. You know,
Wow.
Shout out to the Jimmy Choos you bought with the... Nah, okay. Our topic tonight is baby madness. When is enough bitches? Sound kind of preachery, didn't it?
a little bit. There's a little Maury
Jackson-ish.
Povich-ish,
Kinda
too.
Jesse
You know, that is
Jackson-ish.
your second home.
It is. I wasn't there. When is enough bitches?
Well,
Seriously, though.
What about the morning after pill?
Oh, wait, our top... What?
What about like using the morning after pill?
Oh, that's the bullshit. It don't work.
But I mean, I think that people forget about that, and the Planned Parenthood gives it away for free to women. So.
Ovulation method.
You have to go, okay, the ovulation method,
Works.
knowing when you ovulate 14 days from the day of the beginning of your period, that's when the egg is released. It supposedly only lives like 48 to 72 hours, give or take, and sperm only lives for a few days, okay? So there's a small window when those things cross. But not all women have regular periods. And there's things that change your period around where you're stressed out. So you're used to having a 28-day cycle, then your shit goes to 32, and then whatever, your shit could be fucked up. You can miscalculate. So if you're going to do it,
Well, get on the pill. Getting on the pill, and let's say staying on it for maybe 6 months or a year, and then getting off. I think
No.
you'll
No.
still-
then you release a lot of eggs.
pregnant.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying because you'll know more your cycle. I mean,
What do you mean to get yourself
You can
regular?
also get pregnant
yeah,
while
to
on
get
it, too.
regular.
Yeah.
True, but I'm saying to get regular, your system will kind of be used to what you're trying to do already.
Baby madness is what we're talking about. Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We have a lot of information to go through tonight before we only have like 27 minutes, so let's get through all this stuff. Okay. Nadia Suman, 8 babies, Octomom. She had the in vitro. She already had 6. I really feel like there should be some kind of screening process before they, okay, what's your situation? Like, okay, let me tell you something real quick. I went to go get a kitten from a rescue place, right? Oh. These bitches put me through so many questions. How many cats do you already have? What kind of home? Do you have carpet? Is there a man in the house? I was like, damn, bitch. I got denied to bring home a raggedy-ass, flea-bitten kitten. They would not let me take a cat home.
That's right.
But yet this woman has 6 kids already, and they let her get in vitro fertilization. So it's like, again, in our country, it's ridiculous. Like, you can, it's so easy to have a kid. Like, you have so many regulations and barriers in the way to, like, get a license, to get a wholesale license. Right.
You can get a license to hunt, but they make any idiot a parent.
Then kids, like, I mean, and you can't do anything about someone just getting pregnant. But when you're actually going through the process of in vitro fertilization, and who paid for this?
Right.
How did she get plastic surgery and in vitro, and she already had 6 kids?
I think they're paying her.
While getting public assistance.
I think she's a test, and they're paying her.
And mind you, I did a little research. It's I mean, I have a daughter. I should know this, but it's $16,000 a year per child. To raise a child.
And raising.
And that's per year.
That's not including private schools,
That's
practice.
not including college.
None of that.
That's just having a regular baby.
I was just a slipped note from our outstanding research department here, and it says that she had won a settlement. Nadia.
Oh, okay.
$165,000. That's not enough.
Yeah, that's right. For her back injury or something like that.
So she had a settlement, so that's why she got the plastic surgery and the in vitro. But okay, you got 165, and then you have 6 kids. Let me get a whole bunch more.
But wait,
she could have just wanted to die.
Why did she get plastic surgery? Like on her mouth or lips or whatever? Like why gotta do that? And she has 2 kids that need medical treatment. I don't understand that.
Should have got that vagina
Well,
sewn up.
obviously she has mental problems.
Okay,
she had a natural.
Okay, now in the United States, abortion is legal in all the states except for
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
So South Dakota, you cannot get an abortion even if the mother's life is in jeopardy, or
no, that's across the countries. If your life is in jeopardy and it's you or your child, you can have an abortion in any of the countries. I'm sorry, except for Chile, Malta, El Salvador, and the Vatican City.
So they don't care if your life
don't care.
Wow.
And recently there's a 9-year-old girl that was pregnant with twins in Brazil where abortion is illegal. She got pregnant by her stepdad.
Yeah.
And they said, and that's illegal to have an abortion there, but because her life was in jeopardy, they said her 80-pound body her uterus could not hold the child.
Never mind the
fact
fact
she was raped.
She was raped by her stepfather, right?
What did you go to jail?
And the archdiocese of their country just totally told them they're not Catholics anymore for that.
We have another call. I'm sorry, callers. This is such a fascinating subject, and I'm just so fascinated that Flora has not done it raw dog. We've got Big Dog from Atlanta. Welcome to the show.
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
You like raw dog?
Hey, say what now?
Never mind.
Hey, look, what I was calling, I think abortion is totally unfair. You know what I mean? Because I always looked at babies as being a blessing. You know what I mean? And who are you to judge it? I mean, God sent you a baby, you should take care of it. You know what I'm saying? If you lay down with a slum-ass nigga, you just got a slum-ass baby daddy.
Hey, now.
I agree. Thank you. That's another. Okay. Thank you so much for your call. So he's taking a moral stance. He's saying it's a blessing and it shouldn't be looked at. It's unfair. We haven't.
Children are a gift from the Lord.
What we haven't talked about is the dad side of this. Like, a woman could just go ahead and get an abortion without any, input from the father.
Oh, that's true.
And I don't know how you guys feel about that. Like the man. We should probably have a man here to ask him that, but
but we don't.
I think it should be the woman's decision.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, because we're
the
ones that have to take care of the child no matter what. They can decide, you know what, I don't want to have a child anymore and just leave off. And
I don't really feel like that because, okay, let's say you have a son. Let's say you passed away. Your son gets somebody pregnant. And that's his next generation of family. Like, let's say he doesn't have all of the other family. And this woman that he has, that he's gotten pregnant, is like, no, I'm going to have an abortion. I think that there needs to be some say-so by a man.
But can you imagine forcing you to carry a baby to term?
Yeah, of course not.
If the woman is carrying it, it's her body. It's not the man's body. So therefore, he's not stretching out. He's not getting stretch marks. He's not putting his life in jeopardy.
Right. His organs aren't getting pushed up anywhere.
All he's doing is nothing.
Yeah. Another quick caller, and we'll get back to this. This is a good, topic.
Conversation.
Yeah. Sorry, the chicken. We have Cheryl from Southern California. Cheryl, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Claudia, and to the pigeons, good evening.
Hey, Sharon.
I just had a quick question, first of all. It sounded like earlier you guys were advocating the not using condoms, and it sounded like you were even trying to push Portia into having raw dog sex.
Because we are some tramps.
To be a little,
Just
off the chart Anyway, my comment is this. I believe that at some point, if a woman doesn't have sense enough to use condoms or not become pregnant using birth control of some sort, then yes, the state should step in and make a decision. Look at the economy today.
I agree with you.
If you can't take care of the child, then don't have it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the call, Cheryl.
Thank you.
And to Cheryl and to others that are listening, listen, these are my girls. I would say I love them if I wasn't emotionally handicapped by my horrible upbringing.
Olive juice.
But I'm not advocating it. It's just, we're making a point here. And this is the Foxxhole, so there is a lot of comedy and jokes. And this is a serious topic. But you know what? We got to sprinkle a little bit of lightness and humor. And, I think it's fascinating that a woman that is 35, 36, something like that, years old, hasn't had unprotected sex once. She has a perfect record. That's admirable. But at the same time, it's also fascinating because you think, sometimes when people are caught up in the throes of lovemaking, they may slip. So, we gotta point that shit out.
Right, but I think it's a product of my upbringing as well because I raised kids at a young age. I did not want to have kids. My mind was so set on that. So,
Do you want to have kids today? Are you just anti-kid, or would you have
I'm
a
not
child
anti-kid.
today?
I mean, I know how hard it is to take care. I mean, I don't think I have it in me to take care of a kid.
Well, I think that's
I
very
was
admirable.
forced to do this,
Plus, your dog doesn't look happy. Your dog looks like he has low self-esteem. He never makes eye contact.
My dog is hot.
Don't let it talk. No, your dog has low self-esteem.
Well, your cats look raggedy and shit.
No.
I mean, goddamn.
My cats are pretty. Don't front.
Shit, you look like you shoot your cats out of a cannon. Goddamn it.
My cats are cute. Your dog doesn't
They
look
dusty. You must dust the place with them.
Doesn't make eye contact. We have Kevin.
Controversy
I know. So sensitive about the dog, but not about your mouth. Kevin from South Carolina.
And who fell while drunk?
Kevin,
Not
please
me.
say something. Kevin from South Carolina. One at a time, bitches. Goddamn. Kevin from South Carolina. Welcome to the show.
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Great. Give her some raw sex.
I was just wanting to comment on the whole situation. I mean, in certain situations, it would be fine, if a woman got raped or she was being molested by a family member or something. Mm-hmm. But to me, something that's wrong with society in general is the idea that you don't have to take responsibility for your actions. It just doesn't seem right. There's so many more avenues. There's people that don't have kids that want kids. You could put the child up for abortion, like the one lady that had called in that she'd wish she hadn't had it. It seems like there should be more time. I mean, I'm not a woman, so I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to just give away life when there's so many people that would want it. Abortion's always another avenue.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your call, Kevin. Really appreciate it.
But there's also so many kids out there that don't have families and that can get adopted, and people still choose not to adopt them. They'd rather go pay and try to get pregnant, maybe not get pregnant, have 50 kids at one time.
Because there is a difference, adopting a kid and, having one naturally. A lot of people just feel it's, having their own natural kid is a lot better.
I personally, there is a difference, but being a foster child and being in that situation, I'm like, I made my own family. Right. And I did meet my mom's birth side of the family, and I'm so happy I didn't grow up with them because they're really screwed up.
Kind of did you a favor.
So, yeah, they really did. And I'm happy for that, so...
We haven't had a woman really call and talk too much about the abortion, but the guys are quick to say, they shouldn't do it, but, it is a woman's body, and, it's a scary thing when a woman gets pregnant, you don't really know how you're going to act or react, and as a man, you're the one that kind of gets to do the fun part, you partake in the fun, you have sex, there's an argument that, there's a financial responsibility, but there's so many times where there's not. Where a man just walks away unscathed, and the woman has to deal with either the burden, which it's a blessing and a burden. Let's be realistic here of raising a kid, and also or the scars emotionally left behind if she goes ahead with the abortion. So it's kind of like
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
And for a man to take that stance is actually, kind of somewhat surprising for him to say that there should be some sort of repercussion for using, let's say, birth control, an abortion. I feel what he's saying, though, because, just look, let's say if you don't pay your mortgage, you get evicted. That is your punishment. You do a crime, you go to jail. Life and death are final. If you're here and you're living, of course, that's final, and death is final. So I actually kind of agree with him as far as saying there should be some more punishment. But as far as if only...
What do you mean, if you have an abortion?
No, not if you have an abortion. Just under the circumstance, because you have to look at Nadia. Let's say anybody else will want to have 6 to 10 kids. We're not paying for Brad Pitt and Angelina's kids. They've got money. Right. They've got the resources, so it doesn't come out of our pockets. People that are struggling or making, let's say, minimum wage are being affected by her decision. So at some point, it's got to be like, okay, there should be some sort of repercussion for what you did because it's affecting everybody else.
Like China, I believe you can have another kid, but you have to pay a fine.
Right.
Right.
And I mean, look
And
at
it's
that.
a lot. It's like
population.
$20,000. It's something like it's several thousands of dollars. Like,
Right.
it's not cheap.
Exactly.
But it's not fair to the other kids, too, that are already born. Because
Right,
they're
but-
not getting the attention from their mother because she has to take care of 8 babies because they're all the same age. I don't know how old her other kids are, but if they're
Right.
7 or 8 years
They're
old,
under
it's not fair to them.
10.
They still need their mom.
Right. So,
I think,
how
yeah.
about people that come from big families? I'm the last of 9 kids. My mom had
Yeah,
9 children.
but your mom didn't have 9 of the same age.
Right, but are we questioning the age or just how many kids to have?
I mean, I don't think there should be a limit on how many kids
there
you
should
have
be a
if
limit.
You can afford them.
If you can, right? I just think if you can
Yeah.
afford them financially, and where the kid can sort of have
Then financial situations change, though.
Right. You're right, but financially stuff changes. But just because somebody's rich doesn't mean that the kid would be better off with a rich family or a poor family.
Exactly.
Because you look at a lot of families that have rich parents that didn't get any love, but you look at the poor families who stuck together. They may
Right.
be living house to house every few years, but they've got so much love. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's
What's too old to get pregnant?
whenever you stop?
I'd say 45.
Should I say if you're still
45
making
too.
eggs?
Do it.
45.
You still,
No,
I mean,
because the older you get, the more risk you have in getting cancer or whatever you might get, and you die. You're gonna leave a child.
I want you guys to take a guess at this. The oldest woman to get pregnant, her age was
92,
Oh, wow.
56. Floor?
67?
62.
92.
Shelly.
Wow, Shelley.
Is am I right? Oh. I
not
swear
right.
I heard something on like
Is she
the
right?
news or something. Like
Hell
some lady was
no.
like in her 80s or 90s.
No.
I swore I heard that.
Reportedly, the oldest pregnant woman was 70 years old.
Wow.
Close, yeah.
She was
70 years
fucking
old.
at 70. Oh my God, that's gonna be me.
She's from India, right?
She
But that's-
she
she
was
was
India,
still-
yeah.
No,
Them
she-
Indians.
Well, why would you bring a child in this world when you're 70? When
She
you
wasn't
can
still
die
She was
tomorrow?
thinking about that. She
Me and
just,
my
hey,
husband's gonna be
she
right
accidentally
selfish.
got
One at a
pregnant.
time.
Selfish.
She accidentally
Yeah,
got pregnant.
That's selfish.
70 years old.
She wasn't menstruating at 70 though.
That's what she had.
Yeah, she had to be.
She
Okay. Now, some little facts about China, the one-child policy. China has a one-child policy that's currently in effect through 2010, so each couple can only have one child. The law was put in place in 1979 to control the population. I think back in the 80s, early 90s, they had 1 billion people, and now it's 2 billion. So that's how fast they can, those bastards multiply. What? Bastards? You don't like the bastards?
I love the way you refer to Chinese people.
Right.
I love Chinese food.
stop talking about her people now.
Chinese slippers. I like all that.
I know my
I was an Asian man for Halloween.
My cousin.
All right. The law has been estimated to have reduced the population growth in the country of 1.3 billion by as much as 300 million people over the first 20 years. So it did have.
it's effective.
Oh, I thought they had 2 billion people. Okay. So another country that needs to kind of get on board with this is India, because India is much smaller than China.
Right.
And their population, they're just,
Way overpopulated.
they are just, come back to my house. I just.
Oh, it is okay. 16 people can live in a Vermont shack. It is okay.
I've got
It is okay.
I've got the good dick. But then again, I need them to keep multiplying because they make the best hair.
The weaves.
Portia, you feel me on this?
I feel you.
Indian hair is the best.
It's the texture is amazing.
Y'all
I
are
look. It's
crazy.
so beautiful.
Another
It's
call.
gorgeous.
Tisha from Florida, welcome to the show. Can I hear your best pigeon sound, Tisha?
Sorry, I
It
have
sounds like a
cold.
slurp. Oh, there she is.
Hey, hi.
Oh.
Hi, Tisha. Welcome to the show. Thanks for holding.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. You're feeling okay? Not feeling so good?
No, not really.
You're not pregnant, are you?
Oh, no, never.
Never. No. Show
I
off.
shouldn't say never. I have 2. 2's more than enough for me.
Oh, okay. So tell us what your comment is, or your question.
Well, I just wanted to say I got pregnant as a teenager. I don't know what my life would have been like had I not gotten pregnant at that age. So I just see it as God had a plan for me. I mean, I couldn't afford it. I was still living at home with my parents. My boyfriend, he couldn't afford it living at home with his parents. But, I mean, God brought us to it, so he brought us through it.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Wow.
I believe that. Because I'm like, when I had my child, I was like, I'm not going to model, I'm not going to do anything. And I waited a good 5 until he was 5, almost. And I started modeling and doing my thing. So I'm like, regardless of what the situation was, God has a plan, and that's what my plan was to do, whether I had a child or not. And honestly, for having my child, actually, I think made me more not so out there in the industry, because there are girls out there that sleep around and hook up with athletes or rappers or whoever. And
Dirty
I really
girls.
feel like by me having my son so young, it made me realize I had to grow up quicker, and I can't live this lifestyle. I have to live for my child and not for myself.
Or at least give a different name when you go to Vegas, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say Shelly Rio. Be like, it's Relicio. I don't know, just something. We are talking baby madness. When is enough abortions? No, I hate that word. Is so it's like AIDS, herpes.
Birth control. Then say birth control.
Blame it on the alcohol is a major contributor to the abortions. Anyways, give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We are talking baby madness. When is enough? And all things related to this topic. Give us a call. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons. Our topic tonight is baby madness. To abort or not to abort? That is the question at hand. Where art thou, abortion doctor? I'm just joking.
Off Van Nuys Boulevard. You said it. Don't you run the...
I don't know what that is. Listen,
okay.
I throw a lot of random things out there. I don't really be meaning this stuff. You guys, I'm not really as cold and heartless as I portray. This is a radio persona. I make a huge 7-figure income with this radio persona.
Right.
It's
But
all
there really is.
You're a big, huge celebrity. You're not heartless, but you pop bottles with Kanye. Right? I mean, on tables.
all this stuff is like, stop believing everything you hear. It's not all true. It's meaningless. It's entertainment. I feel dizzy right now. Our topic tonight is baby. Did I already say that? Baby madness. When's enough? And we're gonna do a quick lightning round. Okay. And just so you know, Lamont did call. He said he tried to get in to win the date with you. And the screeners won't let him through. Too easy. Thank you, Lamont. He said your screener's a hater. They won't let me through. Okay. Lamont. Okay. Very, very serious part of the show.
Okay.
Focus.
All right.
Listen. Put your thinking caps on. Okay. Tina Davina. Yeah. You know you have too many kids. When?
You can't remember their names.
Oh, God. And that goes for lovers.
Wow.
Flora Santiago. You know you have too many kids. When?
You know you have too many kids when.
You got a shit right now?
Oh my lord.
You look like you're strained.
Can't relate.
You want me to come
I
back
am
to you?
straining. Yeah, come back to me.
Okay.
I'm still on the pot.
Okay.
The smoking pot or what?
No, the toilet pot. She
Por-
said I was straining. Sorry.
Portia Coleman.
Yes.
You know you have too many kids.
When you go through Similac like condoms, use too much.
Similac,
baby.
That's
Like
my girl.
condoms.
That's
Who
goes through?
That means you're doing too many. That's a whole lot of fucking. You're doing too much fucking. And you're having the babies. Oh my God, you guys get it.
Sorry, but I'm saying you personally, you don't.
Me.
Condoms. Didn't really fit you.
I am an actor, you know.
Okay. Next, Shelly Rio. You know you have too many kids. When?
So many damn kids. When you don't realize that one's missing. No, that happens.
That's
to
hilarious.
Me.
Yeah.
Well, not to
Claudia.
me, but it's the family I was living in.
Claudia.
You gotta say
You know, sexy.
Oh, sorry. Come on, don't. Come on, we're
Claudia.
Yes.
You know you have too many damn kids.
When you never go on vacation because it's too expensive.
Shit, I got too many right now.
No, yeah.
No, but certain things prevent you from doing normal things. Like you can't go to like Six Flags because 8 times $32, like 204,
Yes.
$236 carry the one. You know what I mean? Like you can't do the movies becomes really expensive.
Right. I might
go
Going
with
to
my
Burger
two.
King becomes really expensive.
You got too many kids and you can't find a babysitter.
That's true.
That's real true. Because there's some people like, wait, no, you got to split them up. And, okay, 2 here, you got 3 over there, and
That's hilarious.
that's that's just
you got too many kids when being in labor doesn't even hurt anymore.
Wow.
You keep it moving right afterwards.
My son's grandmother has 15 kids, and she said she went and pushed her little daughter out and went right back home and started doing dishes. Like, it was
That was
like,
big
what?
You know you got too many
Shout out
kids.
to Grandma's loose coochie. Oh, see that good?
You know you have
grandma.
Sorry. You put it out
Grandma Rio.
Ho Rio.
Rio.
That's not my mother.
Okay, so you don't care about her.
I love her, but she's like my mother.
Yeah, she's not really your mother. All right,
She's
guys.
like
You know you have too many kids when them bitches don't fit in the car.
That's true.
when ain't a minivan is
You
not big
gotta
enough.
have 2 cars just to go somewhere. That's
You know
too
you
many
have
damn
too many.
kids.
Or they
Okay,
don't fit in the house.
some facts before we go. Foster kids. We're going to touch upon this because you were a foster kid. You are a foster kid.
Well,
Word.
I'm over the age, but
All right, whatever. That's
Yes.
smart. All right. So, fuck with you.
anyway,
We're the highest number of.
there's more than 500,000 children in foster care in the United States, and California has the highest California has the nation's highest number of children in foster care, nearly 100,000 kids,
Wow,
which is
so
a lot.
fifth.
That's a lot.
Now, if
That's
some of
a
those
lot.
parents thought about abortion,
You wouldn't have this problem.
Exactly.
See, no.
You should get one
No,
of
but
those
you
kids
know
that
what?
disagree.
No, I disagree with that too because a lot of times kids are in foster care not because the parent didn't want them. It could be the child is freaking psycho,
Or the parent got busted by
the
cops.
child was molested. It could be. There's literally a million reasons why.
Two
they're in foster
examples
care.
of that. You have the Game and his song. He shouted out to his mother because she was going to go get an abortion, but she kept him. And then Nick Cannon, he did a whole song about that to where his mother was going to go and she didn't. And you never know. I'm just saying.
Very
you never know what the
honest
kids
mothers.
could
I
do.
don't think I tell my kids that. You know, I was going to get an abortion. I was $75 short of that $450.
It's of the reason.
I'm just saying, like, why?
My mother told me that 3 years ago.
She said she
Your
got
mom-
money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she admitted to me that she wanted to abort me.
But then you said your daddy told her.
Yeah, my daddy threatened to kill her. So
Oh, love story.
How romantic.
so here I am. Yay!
What have we learned, ladies and gentlemen?
That threats get you everywhere.
What's your middle name?
We learned
that
not to go to
children
South
are
Dakota.
that children are a gift from the Lord.
Okay, Shelly Rio.
That's
What
right.
have we learned?
That children are a gift from the Lord.
You really mean that? You
Yes.
think that's what you're going to do?
I actually make baby onesies that say that.
You do it. Oh, it's cute.
I do.
Anybody else want to add to this?
Well,
What have we learned? Have we learned anything? Or we just
I hope we learn that, again, we can control our offsprings. You don't have to get pregnant. You don't have to have an abortion.
Right.
Ain't
Safe
that right,
sex.
Portia?
I feel you, ladies.
Safe sex.
Even if you are married, I always say like have a baby for yourself, not for the guy. 'Cause
Exactly.
you never know what can happen. Just the other night, I was at home and Waiting to Exhale came on, and look at Angela Bassett. She was cool, had her kids, husband was there, and he said, "Look, I'm leaving you. I ain't gonna say for the white girl part because it could be any type of chick.
No,
But
it was a white girl,
He
though.
left her. You know what I'm saying? And she was left right in the dust. And it's kind of like have a baby for you and know that you want this kid and that you can raise it and have a good time, no matter if the guy's here or not, because you never know what can
Have a
happen.
10-year plan.
And that's not going to keep
18-year
the
plan.
guy.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Getting
keep
your
it
right
going.
man will not keep the guy.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
In closing, I will say, although I joke around a lot and make lots of off-color abortion jokes, deep down inside,
Like bottom of the ocean.
like the 13th vertebrae down, I really am a hopeless romantic, and I really, I want the American dream. I want the kid maybe too, whatever. The white picket fence and all that stuff. And I really want to share my life with a family, a husband, and my own real kids. And no offense, Shelly. I didn't mean it wasn't like a diss you, but I want my family, and I really want those beautiful things in life. And you know what? I'm gonna take a stand. The next time I get pregnant, damn it, I'm gonna keep it. This has been the Claudia Jordan Show. Join us every Monday here, 7 p.m. on the West Coast. That's very deep, you guys. That's all I can do. I'm emotionally paralyzed. 10 p.m. on the East Coast.
And Midnight in Hell.
Where can you check us out online, Tina?
The MySpace page at www.myspace.com/The Single Life with CJ. We got lots of new pictures. Please come and comment.
New
Tell us what you
pictures.
think.
Check me out on Celebrity Apprentice next Sunday, NBC, 9 p.m. My blog, hollywire.com. You have a blog?
HiddenBeachFamily.com.
Shelly Rio, blog.
ShellyRio.com/blog.
Portia, songs.
MySpace/Miss Portia.
Floor, cake business.
www.sweetavenuela.com.
And if anyone out there knows how to spell ethnical, they get a free, unprotected, raw sex date with Portia Coleman.
With Flora.
Hit me up. Or hit us up.
Either or, you could choose.
Join us next week. All right.